my God, filming from this type of angle feels almost like old school because I used to film in front of my window like this, but then I got a YouTube background. Anyway, I wanted to keep this kind of a little cash, because I was talking on Instagram stories the other day about, one, my raging anxiety, but two, a little Amazon haul I did for a couple, shall we say, anti-anxiety, like paraphernalia, basically. I'm not a big believer that like items can solve the problem. I do go to therapy. I highly recommend it. Everyone should do that. Feels great. But I did find a couple items that I thought were like very stress relieving-y, and I thought I'd share because they're pretty good. I mean, we'll just get right to the point. One, I don't know what this is. He's weird and I love him. Yeah, I don't know. I actually saw somebody at Skin Spirit, which is where I get like my Botox and stuff done. Literally, this was months ago. Literally, they had one of these like on the desk and they were just like poking at it. I think it's sort of like a stress ball. I just thought it was funny and interesting and kind of like almost like a fidget spinner. So if you're somebody that's a little bit anxious and maybe you just feel like, for me when I'm anxious, I have this horrible habit of kind of picking at my lip. But if I have something like this or a stress ball around, I kind of like can have that be my little fixation or like the little thing that I do versus like attacking myself, I guess. On that note, the thing that y'all really wanted to see from Instagram, you guys should follow me on Instagram because I show you amazing things like this croissant stress ball. Tell me this isn't amazing. Hello, who doesn't want a stress ball that looks like carbs? I saw this on Bando and I flipped out, but they actually have, Bando has a store on Amazon, and so that's where I got this from. I think it was like $9. I just leave it on my desk. It looks amazing. This is me all day with the stress ball. I don't know, for me with stress balls, I don't always reach for this stuff, but I do find that if I leave it on the desk and I'm thinking through something or something anxious is happening, it is kind of like therapeutic to hold on to it and sort of just, if the stress ball is around and it's on the desk, I will reach for it and I'll just kind of play with it and toy with it, and it's like a little bit, it's kind of soothing that way. I think these two are a little bit more just fun and interesting. The last three things that I have here are actually, to me, like very legitimately therapeutic. And the first one I want to talk about actually is like, this is also from Bando, but I did get it on their Amazon store. It's their like Feel Your Best personal growth workbook. They have a wellness planner. I didn't find that was like the right thing for me. I didn't buy it, but just in my research, I didn't really feel that that was like what I needed or was looking for. I kind of just wanted something to sort of like have myself talk me through when I'm having negative thought patterns, like why? And how can I make sure to like document and write down the things that stress me out and what the possible solves for them are, or maybe even the things I'm grateful for, the goals, my big why, my big purpose. Like those types of things really help me sort of focus and remember what matters and what doesn't. So basically what this is, it's legitimately a workbook. Like it has different sections where you would put like, make a list of things or ideas you appreciate and explain why. Make a list of the places you admire and explain why. Or make a list of the people you appreciate and explain why. I'm not on that section yet. I'm kind of on this first little section that talks about like your strongest qualities, the qualities where you could use improvements. This is the page I need to sit down and work on this little section. This is where you identify the things that make you unhappy and come up with ways to make you feel better about them. So it's like, or is there anything that frequently upsets you? So for me, the only thing I managed to put here was like things not going to plan. So then maybe the solution to that is like recognizing that maybe it's not that it's going to my plan, but there's like a different plan, right? Or maybe that's an opportunity to innovate or try something I hadn't thought of. So that's the kind of like work that this book has you sort of go through to try to silence the negative thoughts, or not even silence them, but just like reframe them for yourself. I don't think it was that expensive. I'll put the price here for you guys. I'll also link all of this down below in case you want to shop any of it. But yeah, I actually really like this. I'm not usually like a little self-care journal kind of a gal, but I've enjoyed that one. Okay, the second to last item, I didn't buy in this haul, but I bought last year and I've been using it religiously ever since, and I just like need you guys to get it for yourselves. And that's a heated eye mask. mask. You don't sleep in this. It's literally like something you would do for 10 minutes a night, but it's been life-changing, whether you have eye problems or not. So I got it because I have eye problems. Basically, if I wear makeup, I'm very likely to get some of it, even if I'm using like multiple makeup removers. I just end up getting some of it in my follicles, and I get styes and my eyes get irritated. They're puffy when I wake up. It's a whole thing. So this heat mask kind of helps like open up the pores and, like, it sounds gross, but sort of drain them. It's just so relaxing. You microwave it for 10 seconds max. Literally 10 seconds max, because it does get hot. Usually I'll do like 5 seconds and then kind of flip it over and poke at it and then do another 5 seconds. And you just strap it on, and I set a timer for 10 minutes. I'll listen to like a murder podcast or something, which sounds kind of weird before bed, but it's very comforting. So I will literally do this ritual, and it just feels so calming and spa-like. Your vision will likely be blurry afterwards, and that's actually a good sign if it is, because that means that you had some stuff that was drained. So just like, it's good for your eye health. It's kind of a good moment. It's almost like my meditation moment. I don't really meditate. I'm not a meditating human, but this kind of like gets me into that mindset of just, you gotta have your eyes shut. You can't look at a phone. You gotta sit with it. It's warm. It's comforting. You guys, you just really need to get this. It's like my favorite thing. Okay, the last thing is equally good for you and painful and torturous, and that is an acupressure mat. Now, I'm gonna set this down because it is painful. Like, literally just even touching it like that, it is painful. Basically, acupressure mats are used to sort of mimic acupuncture. These little things right here have kind of like needles sticking out. They're more like points. They don't pierce the skin by any means. You don't bleed or anything, but it's painful. It hurts. So I'm working up to it. I'm trying to like do it with a thin t-shirt on first, on like a bed or a couch, so it's soft and I still have kind of a barrier between me. But some of the hardcore people, they will literally like lay this out on their floor and they have no shirt in between. My God, I can't even, I can't. It's definitely painful. The theory behind this is that essentially it's like activating pressure points within the skin, and it causes like deep, intense muscle and mental relaxation. I will admit, when I use this, especially like last night, I felt like I really felt it for the first time. Like, if I use this before bed just for 10 minutes, even having a layer in between, my muscles were like tired. Like it was heavy. Like that feeling, you know that feeling when you get out of like a steam room or a spa or a treatment and you just feel like a newborn calf, like you're just so relaxed and tired and your muscles are heavy. Like that's the feeling that this bad boy gives when you do it. It is painful. It came with this little mat and this like head neck thingy. I have no idea how I'm gonna store it. I've just been like keeping it over to the side over here, trying to make sure our cat doesn't get to it. It was like 20 something bucks, 22 bucks maybe. Again, I'll leave links down below, but I mean, I really recommend it, you guys. There's definitely a little holistic wellness science behind it, and I think it works. Those were my items, you guys. I hope you liked this weird little haul. If you liked it, let me know if you want to see more stuff like this. I'm not a big haul person, but I just had to share because I actually felt like these items were good. They were not really pricey. I'm not like recommending a Hypervolt. We have one, we love it, but I'll admit these items have given me tons of joy for like the little bit of money that they cost me. So anyway, subscribe. You know the drill. Subscribe, like me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.